Hey, hi, welcome. It's Meredith. I'm here with our message for our weekend message for Saturday the 14th, Sunday the 15th of March 2020. We're using the new Palladini tarot deck for our weekend message. And before we get started, pardon, I want to say thank you to all of you who've taken the time to leave comments. I have read them all and I appreciate you sharing your message with me, with the channel, for everyone who takes the time to read those messages. You're bringing a point of light and inspiration to the rest of us as you share bits and pieces of your journey. I find them encouraging. I know others who read them find them encouraging. And in the quirky world of YouTube, for some reason, I'm not able to reply to all of your messages, and I'm not sure why that is exactly. I just want you all to know I have appreciation for your time. And I have appreciation for your journey, and your message has been read. So thank you very much. Keep it coming. I love it. All right, let's get into our reading. Our card from the bottom of the deck. This is the overall theme of energy running through the weekend for us. And we have, yep, 10 of Cups. Beautiful. How sweet is that? How many times have I told you when we turn this card over in that position, you can just switch off the video if you really want. This is the confirmation you were looking for. 10 of Cups is one of the happiest cards in tarot. That's the Ace of Cups to the power of 10. It's pure, raw, happy, loving, bliss, joy, overflowing into your world. So that's a pinnacle moment right there. But I know you're curious. And you know what they say about curiosity. So we do have all these other cards. What are they contributing to our 10 of Cups? The 2 in the first position? Oh. Now that's funny. It's just funny. The Strength card. Meow. We know what happens with cats and curiosity. So this card feels very, very connected to me, to the retrograde. And I know it's over, though there are some straggler-like energies hanging on from that. And I know that many of you are feeling them because I'm hearing about it, experiencing it myself. Okay, so what's at the core of the Strength card? Two things, really. One is Temperance. Believe it or not, but we have this maiden with this wild cat, right? The cat could do her in. She could attempt to tame the lion. She doesn't. The lion doesn't make a meal out of her. Wonderful, right? So there's the Temperance. They're able to reach an agreement of acceptance with one another, and it's a beautiful thing. The core message of the Strength card is to keep your wild, free spirit intact. Yours in relationship to self. Be unapologetic for that. Just authentically be you, please. And anything that you are investing your energy in, if it's a project, a creation of some sort, no matter how it morphs, changes, grows, develops, at the core of it must be the wild, free spiritedness in which it was inspired to come to life with, okay? So do keep that in consideration, because this is what will fuel 10 of Cups type of life experiences. Coming with the Strength card is the 6 of Cups. So here comes some of the straggler energy of our recent retrograde in Pisces. The 6 of Cups, 6s bring harmony and balance in tarot. So that's lovely. This particular 6 will have us looking in hindsight and reminiscing, feeling nostalgic. This card has a connection for me intuitively to the Wheel of Fortune. So we may be visited by something or someone from long ago. They just may arrive on the doorstep. It's also a soulmate card, and I don't know why I have to say this for someone out there. It might just be for one of you. I'm hearing a Sheryl Crow song, and I don't know if this is the name of the song, but there is a line in there, "Are you strong enough to be my man?" New question. Are you strong enough to be your own soulmate? Strength. Do you have it? Ten of Cups says yes, you do, and you're celebrating it. But you may be reminiscing. I heard someone say recently, I'd really like to get back to the way I used to be. Are you sure about that? Truly, ask yourself, are you sure about that? Because what you're doing is reminiscing over a time that felt really positive or strong to you. But you must consider the amount of life experience, wisdom, and growth that has taken place for you from then to now. So if you're attempting to recapture something, it's likely you're attempting to recapture your wild and free spirit at a time when you were unapologetic for yourself. So consider that. It's not about going back in time and becoming what you once were. It's about being who you are now, wild and free, and in great soulmate relationship to yourself. Because as I remind you so often, when you have that within you, you have that to offer everywhere. Okay, let's see. Next card. The Empress. Good. I'm glad she's back. Lovely Venus energy there. You know, she feels like a breath of fresh air in the reading. And she's got the hey now look on her for that Ten of Cups. Yeah, hey, I do the Ten of Cups. I live the Ten of Cups. Perfect. She's abundance, vitality. And she does speak to us of cycles of incubation, gestation. She's usually pregnant in tarot, about to give birth. She is the mother of the tarot. And she's all four queens rolled into one. She's not ruling a kingdom or a queendom. She's ruling an empire. And there she is, full of grace and joy and happiness. So tune into your inner Empress. If you require some level of nurturing for your wild and free spirit to get reconnected to your own soulmate relationship to self, this is the kind of energy to do it in. Tap your inner Venus. Go to your chart. Find out where Venus lives in your world and read about Venus and how it works for you. Go to, I think it's Cafe Astrology. That's one of my favorites. You can put in your stats, date, time, place of birth, and it will give you your chart and start to get to know yourself so that these readings can take even more meaning for you. So go find your Venus and learn about your inner Empress there. Apply that information to how you could nurture yourself in a loving way to maintain your soulmate relationship to self and your inner strength. Next set of cards. Look at this. Hanged Man. Pause for enlightenment. You know, I've heard other readers speak on the Hanged Man, and someone had once said that the Hanged Man reminds them a lot of the Fool, and I have to agree. The Fool is unconcerned with consequences. By the time we reach the Hanged Man, we've experienced a few consequences. It's given us some great contrast and made it possible for us to create a Ten of Cups type of life environment, right? A life atmosphere of the Ten of Cups. And what does it take for that to happen? It takes true self-nurturing. It takes true good relationship on a solid foundation for you. And the Hanged Man, having had some experience now through the major arcana, knows to wisely pause, look at things from a different perspective, get a new view, which is why he's upside down. And when he's good and ready, he'll come down off that perch. He's also usually in some sort of a portal, you know, between trees or something of that nature that he's suspended from. You know, that's something else to comment on here too. The Empress has an essence of suspended, like suspended time. And so too does the Hanged Man. While they are in stillness, it's as if no time passes. Not that we put a whole lot of stock in time as it is. However, there is some sort of suspension, and it can feel like a stall or a delay to the ego. And that's usually when we start cranking on ourselves because the ego's piping up because something's not moving along fast enough to satisfy it. Now, you create a Ten of Cups type of atmosphere by knowing when to pause for illumination and enlightenment, self-care, self-nurturing, because being your own best soulmate takes quite an energy investment of your presence. So pause for the enlightenment that's required for that, because new doors of opportunity open for you when you do it. And coming along with this, look at the major arcana on the table. That's impressive. And there's the Temperance card. We were talking about it over here on the Strength card. Changes are happening. When you see Temperance, there's a lot going on that you can't see, sense, or perhaps even feel, and you have to take it on faith that things are upgrading, changing, growing, developing, becoming, and blossoming. So the Temperance card is a card of alchemy. This is the universe at work. It's the universe pouring the water between those two cups. One cup is you. One cup is all that is. One cup could represent the totality of all of your dreams, your life blueprint, all of the things that your heart is pounding for could be found in one of those cups, and the universe is making it happen. And you've paused for some enlightenment because you know sometimes the energy investment does take time, and it feels like, or our perception of time, and it feels like suspension of some sort, a delay, a stall, and it's not. It's the divine all that is perfecting the dream you hold so dear in your heart that creates for you the Ten of Cups. All right, last set of cards. These all came out together in a wild bit of shuffling, and I just took them all. So let's see what's here. Queen of Cups. Love to see her. Intuition. Ace of Cups right there in front of her. Excuse me. So I love this queen so much because her mastery is of the feeling and intuitive realm. And she's not concerned at all for resource or material. She's pure, raw, intuitive intention. So as she stares at the surface of what's in the Ace of Cups before her, she's making that a reality. She's in stillness with that. Look how serene her face is. That's what's going on in the suspension, or the perceived suspension of energy and or time within the Empress and the Hanged Man. This is what's going on. The universe is at work on the Temperance card, making change, doing its magical, miraculous alchemy. And this is the energy for us to observe or witness that in. Next we have, and this is so perfect, Eight of Wands. Love that. So while it appears over here that we've hit a snag, a delay, some sort of suspension to our process, in truth we have the Eight of Wands or rods. This is swift moving energy, so it's happening faster than you realize, and there's some sort of information incoming now. These rods are all pointed at the Queen of Cups. So my feeling is that this is intuitive enlightenment here with the Hanged Man, intuitive enlightenment coming to you through your own intuitive sensitivity. So pay attention to those. We've seen the look for a sign card out of Angel Answers numerous times in the past couple of weeks. Each of these wands or rods could represent a sign that is incoming for you intuitively, that will give you inspiration, enlightenment, and a knowing, a deep inner knowing that things are moving. It's the old, when it looks like nothing's happening, everything's happening situation. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes within the divine all that is. So move into, lean into that kind of energy. It builds your faith, it builds your trust. Our next card. Wow. The Death card. Yeah, simultaneous endings and beginnings, which is also more alchemy, transformation, transition, and it's happening swiftly. It's not the first time we've seen the Death card recently with the Eight of Wands. So things really are moving along faster than you realize. You're closer than you think. And some of you have absolutely no evidence for that. You really do have to take it on faith. So you have to have the strength to dig deep for the alchemy. Have temperance for it. Keep your wild, free spirit intact. Things are moving swiftly. Pay attention to the signs. And, you know, the Death card is another deeply intuitive card. It's all Scorpio energy there. Water, water. It's a mysterious energy, and it's worth being curious over and exploring. So entertain yourself that way while you are in what you perceive to be a holding or suspended pattern, because lots is going on. Take a look at the Death card. What's coming away so that you can accommodate what's incoming on your Ten of Cups life atmosphere, right? Then we have the Knight of Cups. So now we've got some more movement. We have incoming and we've got a bit of outgoing. So it's right there on the Temperance card as well. This card shows that our energetic investment contribution is what the universe is working with. We have lots of incoming information, intuitively speaking, and what are we doing with that? How are we channeling that back out to the universe? We're doing it in a transformative, transitional way. We're looking to a new horizon off that Death card. We're paying attention to the Ten of Cups and its rainbow on the horizon, because that's what we've been in creation for. So Knights convey messages between cards. So where's he going? What's his destination? Emperor. Yep, be smart, be wise, folks. That's Aries energy, lots of fire there. And I like that we start and end with fire too, by the way. Plenty of water in the middle. It's just downright steamy. All right, the Emperor, you know it. He has the nickname, and I tell you every time, of being a know-it-all. He's really not a know-it-all. Well, let me rephrase. He is a know-it-all. And like the Empress, and they're both in the reading, so there's some lovely connection going on here. I'm taking it to you first. This is a beautiful soulmate relationship. So, the Emperor, the Empress, mother and father of the tarot. Parents to the charioteer, okay? He's got loads of experience. He's ruling the empire with her, beside her, right? Beautiful soulmate connection there. He is considered a know-it-all because he has so much experience. He is ruling alongside her. We have divine feminine, divine masculine balance within the reading with these two here. And we may be encountering things we don't understand or know. Those things could be feeling frustrating to us as we come out of the retrograde. We have to rely upon our collective wisdom and experience so far. And it's okay to greet what we don't know as a great, curious, curious mystery. Bring your Leo, bring your Scorpio, bring your Venus, and definitely bring your Aries. I know there's so much more here on the table with that, but this is the value of knowing your chart and how these cards can speak to you in these realms. What's going on in your Leo section right now? What's going on in your Scorpio and your Aries and your Venus and so much more, right? My feeling here is the focus is the Ten of Cups. You keep your eye on the horizon, you keep your eye on the prize, and there will be moments of uncertainty. There will be moments of just simply not knowing. So pause for the enlightenment. This is what a master does. And this is what the Emperor, the Empress, the kings, the queens all do. They pause because they understand that there's a lot going on that they can't see, touch, or even interact with. So they take it on faith and they allow it to blossom in its own right way. And when we do that, when we take a page from their book, we create a Ten of Cups type of life environment. The Emperor knows it, and he'll tell you so. Perfect. All right, let's do angel answers. If you've got a question, This is a great time to ask it. There could be confirmation in these cards to what's already on the table or something completely different for you. Or it's a fresh new message in the reading. Not the first time we've seen that one recently either. There is something better, and you know it. This is confirmation, because that feels like a little bit of, I don't want to say old news, but it's confirmation of what you know. Things are changing. There's something better. And in reflection, Six of Cups, you had the strength to dig deeper, to learn from prior experience, Emperor, to engage your heart, Strength, Empress, and go for what's in the Ten of Cups for you. There's something better. And it's flowing into your world out of those cups. Celebrate it, savor it, talk about it, dance with it. Ooh. And here this one comes again. You know, this deck is so interesting. So often we see the same repetitive cards. And not that long ago, I asked for us to see some new cards out of the deck. So we've been seeing there's something better, and ask for help from others. This is your guides, your angels, your soul tribe here on earth, the people you know, love, and trust. Talk to them. Their feedback is help. Their celebration of your journey is help. And there's nothing quite like sharing a moment with somebody you cherish and celebrating it and being re-inspired because of it. That's the kind of help that is fulfilling to us. Okay, next card. So my point is, we were seeing some of the same old cards for quite a while. I asked we switch it up of the deck, and now we've got new cards, but they're coming in repetition yet again. So Angel Answers has a way of really hammering home a message. And look at this again. See, just to prove me, to prove me right on this one. Not that I needed to be. Anyway, look for a sign. That's the Eight of Wands right there. It's confirmation of the Eight of Wands or rods coming in. It's incoming information, and the signs are everywhere. I like that. Feel like another card. Yep. It's on the floor. Ooh. Okay, since we talked about time, there's a timing card for us within the next few weeks. And I do not take that literally. What I feel here is that over the next few weeks, you will see improvement along the way. It doesn't happen in just a snap, you know. It develops, it grows. It expands upon itself. And you'll witness that in the signs. You'll see how, by choosing something better, you've already created something better. So talk about that with your people. It'll keep you inspired. And not only will you be seeing signs, they will be seeing signs, and you can all get excited about it with one another. All right, next, our affirmation from the universe has our back. I am the loving energy of the universe. Yes, you are. And you're right there. With Temperance in the cups. Perfect, right? Let's see what our spirit animal is for the weekend from Sawyer's Nature Portal. Oh, this one has got to go out to my friend Sally. She loves pigs, and we've got pig spirit. Look up pig or look up boar. Either one. They will have some similarities, but pig spirit. Look at that little smiley face. Have a beautiful weekend, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Do like, share, subscribe. And yes, continue to comment if it's in your heart to do so. As I said before, I appreciate that, and I am reading them. Have a beautiful time. See you Monday with the next daily message. Bye for now. Namaste.